Now that I've got my little racing bike done, or started, I'm going to tell you what I found on my decipherment of the Voynich Manuscript. If you don't know what the Voynich is, you can go look it up. It's a manuscript that was dated in the early 1400s, found in Europe, and the last known person to own it was a book dealer named Voynich in the early 1900s. The manuscript is 6 by 9 inches. This is one of the pictures from the Voynich right here. Here's another picture you can see by the edges of the... It is in color, and it has a lot of these circles on it. And what I've done, I and my brother have figured out the Inca wall mystery, the Tiwanaku, who made it, how they made it. And now I'm going to solve this. But first, before I do, and I'll use these as illustrations. This is going to be a long and very interesting story, but it will be truth. Now let's put this into perspective. Every human in every age at every time, say like this is 2013, we think that we are at the epitome or top of technology. But we aren't. For instance, if this were 1970, and I told you that in the future they would have a little device, a phone, that could contact anyone all over the world wirelessly, take pictures, video, and being able to edit them and and text and whatever they do nowadays. Or if it were 1970 and I was able to tell you that this little box, this little calculator, which it could be solar powered, would be able to do all of Einstein's mathematics automatically. Or if I were to tell you in 1970 that this little plastic disc could hold all the information from the Encyclopedia Britannica, along with pictures. If I told you this in 1970, you'd say I was stone cold fucking crazy and it was never going to happen. Yet, it did happen. And we all know the proof of that. If I were to tell you in 1990 that there will be a printer out that will print in 3D, you'd say I was nuts. Now I'm going to show you what the Voynich is in the year 2013 and what the future holds for us. You see, the Voynich is more than just a codex. It was not written by humans, I believe. The most sophisticated cryptological computers, those are cryptography is the art of breaking codes. With all our supercomputers and everything else, they've never been able to unravel the wording on here. So it's not a code. The book also has all of these circular drawings with what look like pregnant white women. I say white women because they look like white women, Caucasians, and little stars, along with something in the middle. This is a fold-out with about 6 pages. It shows the same type of thing, the circles. The circles are all very well done. They are laid out perfectly, and no one knows what they mean. But you see, the key to the circles and the key to this book has been laying in plain sight. What if I were to tell you that suppose that this phone and this calculator were found on the moon by some alien non-human. They had the directions and everything else, but they couldn't make them work. They understood it all, but they couldn't make it work. They couldn't make them work because the batteries were dead. They take batteries, but the aliens didn't know what batteries are. The same thing with the Voynich. The Voynich is a two-part deal. The images, as far as the circle goes, are only one part to solve the puzzle. Now, according to Tesla, the great electrician, he stumbled across something like this. And I'll continue.